Let's see. We up? Yeah, we're up. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. Another day, another live stream. This one is the last 24 hours have been really fun, guys. We've had a lot of stuff going on. Fish hash, honestly, is probably the best algo I've ever seen. After doing a ton of overclocking on it last night and yesterday and even this morning, I've got a lot of good stuff. I'll be releasing a video on how to triple mine today, and triple mining this is revolutionary. It is way better than I could have ever thought. We'll be going over that today. We'll be going over any overclocks or anything you want to talk about with fish hash. What's the network at? Network's at about 3.47 terahash. I actually think it's gone down. My rewards have definitely gone down, but that's all right. They're still very profitable. So whatever you guys want to talk about, I am game to talk about. Like I said, we're just looking at iron hash, or we're gonna do iron hash a lot, fish hash a lot today, including iron fish, and we'll talk about probably do a lot on triple mining. I'd like to as well, just to explain it to you guys. And you can see the blockchain time. The block time is finally where we need it to be as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Smash that like button. If you want to ask me questions, if you want to start off with questions, we can do that. If not, I kind of just want to dive into, we can talk about the overclocks, or we can talk about triple mining, because it is incredible, actually. I've done it with the 30 series and the 40 series, and it's amazing. This fish hash algorithm is like, it's incredible. It's like this awkward, I'm trying to think of the way to say it. It's like a memory algorithm, but it's not really a memory algorithm. And it uses no core either. It uses basically zero core, which is incredible. And I'm really sorry Panda didn't stream yesterday. I'm sure life was going on. I almost wasn't going to stream today. I had to run out and do grocery shopping, and that's it's a lot of work. And it's pouring rain out here, which really, really kind of stinks as well. Well, I appreciate the vote of approval, son of a rabid panda, but red panda is pretty amazing too. I'm kind of slow at my other job, and I'm able to pull this off. So anyway, do you guys want to dive into triple mining? We can start that if you want, between ETH and Kapow, order core. It's weird. It's kind of like none of those, actually, especially when you triple mine. But I will tell you that you better be okay with mining Kapow, or don't bother triple mining this coin. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's actually show you guys. Let's get into it. So the thing about fish hash, right, is it uses zero core. So you can theoretically double your farm output. And what I mean is, you can take advantage of the full core and the full memory on, so let's just use a 3070 for example, without using as much power as they would both use single. Like if they were just single mining. Like for example, on fish hash, we talked about it yesterday. A 3070 uses about 110 to 130 watts, depending on where you're at. Maybe like 105 to 130 watts, depending on a lot of factors, for 39 mega hash, right? Now, if you're mining, like, say, a Pyrum hash coin, like a Husat or a Pyrum, if you're pushing the coin, if you're pushing it, you're doing about 105-ish mega hash on no 100. Sorry, you're doing about 4 gigahash on about 110-ish watts. Well, look at this. Let me show you this. This is my 3070 on a test bench that is mining right now, and you can see it right here. I'm getting about 38 mega hash at the fish hash, and then you can see that I'm getting about 3.2 gigahash on Pyrum hash, right? And the total power that I'm pulling from the wall on this thing is 160 watts. Now, that's a lot for a 30 for a 3070. I mean, that's more than kapow, but you're getting full fish hash because I mean it's like 39 to 40, right? So you're getting full fish hash, and let me show you my overclock settings for this. Sorry, let me pull this up here, right here. You're getting what does it come out to? You're getting about uh you're getting about 85%. You're getting about 80 to 85% of your Pyram hash, and you are literally using, I want to say, probably 80 watts less. So, I mean, that's pretty amazing in my opinion. And you can see my settings right over there. They're better than hashrate.no's. You definitely need to be able to mine. Like, if your rig can do kapow, it can do this. But they have to be able to do kapow. And you definitely want to put a power limit on these things. My 3070s, I was getting them up to like 200 watts. And I have never, ever seen a 3070 doing 200 watts. 40... so anybody have any questions on that, let me know. Just catching up with the chat. 40 mega hash on a Radeon 7. Yeah, my BC. So I got my BC 160s on this last night, and they were at what were the BC one? They're at about 34 mega hash for like 70 watts at the wall or at the software. But someone told me you tested it at the wall, it's like 30% more. So I assume it's like 100 watts at the wall. But I mean, that's still, it's not Radeon 7 good, but it's pretty good. What up, Charles? I'm just going over, for anybody joining, smash that like button, and I'm just going over triple mining on these things. I really think it's a game changer. I mean, you're basically making like, I don't know, what are we making right now on one of these? So, yeah, we're doing about 160 watts. So let's do WhoSat right here. I gotta find it. I can never find coins on here. HTN, where are you? I'm special, and not a, like I seriously can't find HTN. Where are you? Oh, there we go. It's because it's in the corner. So we'll do 3.3 at 80 watts. And then iron, we will do, I just split it in half. And that's obviously not including Zill. But I like don't really even know how to include Zill in here. I mean, I guess I could just add it, right? So you just do 61. I'll add it. I'll see what it says. And then where's, I can't find iron either. There we go. I'm a special bird. 38.2 at 80 watts. And I got to take this lithium out of here. And is there anything else? Conflux is in here too. Let's get rid of that. Let's calculate. And this is, let's get this to 10 cents. That's my power rate. Let's hit calculate. So, I mean, you can see what it's 76 cents right now is what a 3070 is making triple mining. What's going on? I'm going to scroll up. I checked with the PMD. Yeah, so I'm not moving my BC 160s to a PMD. I actually have for those MI 150s I told you about. I'm gonna see if I can get one or two of them working, and then I'll put one on the PMD and I'll really start playing with them. But so yeah, this is what triple mining does. I mean, you're talking double the profit of where we were before. I really think fish hash is like the perfect coin to triple mine because if you can support it, right? And that's a big if. I don't even think all my 3070 rigs can support it. I'm going to try it on a few of them. But you essentially get all the iron performance, and then you get all of your iron, and then you get a ton of HT, you get WhoSat or Carlson or whatever coin you want to mine. And you can see my settings over here, the overclocks I did. Now, these took forever to tune. So I would start with these and work your way down. Essentially, the R mode, when you raise the R mode, you improve the core hash rate at the expense of the memory one. The interesting thing is you can lower the mem clock really low because you save a bunch of power that way, and you actually go easy on the memory if you're on like GDDR6X memory. I'm gonna try these settings on the 3070 Ti's. I'm just not ready to do it yet because I don't want to have to like run outside if I get them too hot. But I'm really, really happy with these settings. They like I said, they took forever to kind of figure out. And the interesting thing is like downclocking the memory actually gets you better results. So this doesn't behave as a memory algorithm. And your core clock lock, downclocking that actually helps you with the results too. It behaves very, very weird. I'm pretty sure I fully understand it now. I'm just trying to figure out a way to explain it that makes it not confusing. But like, memory, you think higher memory would give you better performance, and it doesn't really. It just kind of cranks your power up. You would think that jacking up the core clock would give you better performance. It really doesn't either. It's almost like lowering the core clock is better if you raise the R value appropriately for 30 series GPUs. For ZIL, these ZIL settings are just standard. Catching up on chat real quick. I know you triple mine, but triple mining is actually running two coins plus power spike when it switches to ZIL. Why bother? So it's not really a power spike. So here's the thing you got to remember, right? It's not a power spike if you are using the same or more power than you're using on a regular one. Like my GPUs actually go down. They actually go down in power when you're mining ZIL, and they don't go down that much. I mean, it's a few watts, and it's once every hour. So it's not like it's. I mean, obviously, a GPU wants to stay stationary in terms of power at all times, but dude, I don't have crashes on these. Like these, my farm has been up. Like I'm looking at my farm right now. The uptime is all. Let's see. The one that's the worst is my one that's 44 minutes. The one that I literally just changed, but I've had no crashes. Looking at this now, I've got most of them up for at least a day since I swapped everything. So there's honestly no crashes. I think you just have to understand your GPUs and learn how to tune them. But look, it's just me. You're leaving a lot of profit. You're leaving a lot of profit on the table, honestly. And I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that. Like you have your GPUs, right? They're there to make you money. Pushing them isn't gonna hurt them. Like you're not damaging your GPUs. So why wouldn't you push them? I don't know. That's just me. Like I think obviously, some people have heat. Not everyone has the same setup I have. So some people have to worry about like their heat, and you have to worry about like, your overall power usage. But like, why would you not milk every cent out of these things as you can for as long as you can? I mean, but that's just me, and I understand it's not for everybody, but I wouldn't not triple mine. I mean, look at this 3070. Look at how well this is doing. I mean, it's essentially two GPUs for free. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. My mouth kind of dropped because when you triple mine with other coins, you lose, you lose like, you do like 80% of one and 80% of the other, and you can't really, like understand how much power it's like the power doesn't scale appropriately, right? Because like say you're mining like Conflux and like ZIL or like a lithium, if you stop mining a lithium, you only use like, you only save like maybe like 30 or 40 watt, like 30 watt, like 20 or 30 watts. It doesn't make any sense. But with this, you can basically see exactly where you stand. It's so nice that it uses almost no core. I mean, and like on the 40 series, these things are bananas. Let me show you. Let me get a 4070 Ti window up for you so you can see my 4060 Ti window. Let me do that. Hey Vader, what's going on? Can we see your flight? No. So this is so the what I have in the corner, this is my flight sheet. You put these into the extra parameters and it works just fine. Let me see if I have a flight sheet that I can share with you. The flight sheet is really not that complicated. I mean, it's basically just you got to set up your your iron, and then you got to set up your like Pyram hash or Nautilus hash coin, or I'm sorry, Pyram or a Carson hash coin, and you just kind of put them in. Yeah, Charles, if you can get a 40, 60, or 70 Ti for sub 600, you're a madman. I'm buying one. I didn't buy those 3070s or 3060. I didn't buy those 4060 Ti's for 300 because I'm waiting for some 4070 Ti's. I'm kind of 4060 Ti'd out for now anyway, based on my situation. But here, let me show you this, right? Let me get this to you. Hold on real quick. I want to show you how well the 4070 Ti, the 4060 Ti's are doing right now. Here, take a look at this. This is my 4070 Ti's. So someone brought it to my attention, and you know who you are, that lowering the memory on fish hash is better. It's because of bottlenecks in the GPU, and I don't fully understand that, as somebody pointed out. Let's see. LS Monster. Hi, have you done 3080s on dual mining? I haven't done 3080s on it. I probably should, but I haven't. Someone's telling me that there's really cheap GPUs on Amazon Warehouse right now, so I'm going to look real quick and see if there are any there, and if there are, I'm going to buy them. So you guys should also, by the way, everybody should check Amazon Warehouse, because there is a lot of good deals on there. Oh, it looks like somewhere. Where are these? I don't see what he's talking about. That's frustrating. Charles, where is it? Is it on Amazon Warehouse? Sorry to interrupt this. Oh, nope, there it is. Yep. I want that. Charles, you better not have bought that. Let's see if I can snag it before you did. Place order. Did I get it? What? Verifying payment. Oh, nice. I got it. $600 4070 Ti. Charles, you're the best. Love you, Charles. That's my purchase for the month. All right, back to streaming. Thanks, Charles. You're the man. What was it? It is a. Let's look at it. What was it? What did I buy? I think it's an eagle. They're all eagles. Like, everybody hates eagles for some reason. I don't know why people hate eagles. Because $635 with tax, but that's fine. That's still really good. All right, I'm happy with that. You're the best. So back to what I was saying. Moving on to the 40. Let me give you my 4070 Ti settings. Now this one, you will have bottlenecks with the bus because the memory buses on these suck. But look at these settings, right? Like, you essentially are getting your max hash rate, which is 25 mega hash, and then you're getting essentially like 90% or 90, I think it's like 92% of your core algorithms on Carson hash on this, and it uses 135 watts. So like you're essentially paying, I think these use about 85 watts. So you're essentially paying like 50 watts to get iron on this. So you're basically taking your 4060 Ti, you're mining your core algorithm, and then you're strapping a 6600 XT onto it, and you're mining. So I mean, I would never mine 4060 Ti's on iron alone, but look how great this is. I mean, I love it, honestly. Let's see what he's saying. I would appreciate it. So I have a 3080 on iron. It's just in a rig that has a bunch of other GPUs on it that I really don't want to mess with. I think if you were going to, so I'm getting 61 mega hash on my 3080. I think you could be, well, so your memory temps are going to be hot no matter what you do. You could downclock the memory. I think that would probably lower your temperatures. I mean, if your memory's at like 1400, I would take the memory down to like maybe like 900, and it'll probably lower your memory temps. But I don't care about 95 plus memory temps. My 3080s during the ETH merge, I had them at like 105 to 110 all year, and I just didn't care. Like right now, my 3090s at 92, my 3080s at 96, and my 90HX is at 98. I honestly could care less. They're designed to run in that spec. And then my 3070 Ti's, they're all in the low 90s. So like, I don't really care. Let's see. Do I want... Yeah. But I'm serious though. If you downclock the memory, it will help you. It'll help you quite a bit with your memory temperatures. All right. Sorry, just scrolling. Do you guys want to see... Do you guys want me to keep talking about the 40 series? Because I'll keep going on triple mining it. Because I'll show you my other rig. Or would you like to talk about other GPUs with iron? Because I have no problem just going over my farm, because I'm really happy with all of the settings. Let me pull my other 40 series rig up. So this rig is that I'm gonna pull up. It's two 4070 Ti's, four 4070s, a 4080, and a 4070 Super. Let me get this for you right now. It's being dumb. Give me a second. And then I can pull up, if you want to see it, I can pull my 30, like a 30, it's got a 3090, a 3080. I can pull that rig up and you can see it. It also has a 2080 Ti on it. All right, let me get this for you so you guys can see it. Hold on one second. All right. So this is my rest of my 40 series. You clock these slightly different, as you can see on the left or on the right. Yeah, you can see it on the right. And you can see here what I'm getting in terms of my hash rate, and it's pretty damn good. Basically, the Carlson hash, these are on Carlson hash. I mean, it's what you would expect. The 3070s are basically, or the 4070s are basically 3070s. The 4070 Ti's are like basically 3070s. The 4080 is basically like a 3080. And the 47, like there's nothing interesting about it. But what is interesting is the fact that you get your full complement of core algorithm coins, and you don't use that much power. So LS Master, I would appreciate it. So I'm getting 60 on iron and 3 point. Okay, I was getting worried. So yeah, I would put 900 on your memory offset. So I actually haven't done 5700 XTs on iron dual. Mine are just on iron. LOL Miner DM'd me. I didn't have enough time to get it up, and I'll work on it later. He DM'd me his custom miner, which can mine ZIL, and I'll mess around with that, shortly. I think it depends how good those older GPUs are, like the 1660 Supers, the BC160s, the BC250s, the MI, all the HBM cards, along with like Navi 1 and like the 1660 Super. How good they are depends on the price of iron, honestly. But it would be interesting dual mining on the 5600 XT. I don't know. I've never done that before. That would definitely be interesting. 20 GPU rig or we riot. Listen, I have 12. I'm not doing 20. I never promised you 20. You're never getting 20 out of me. F that. Unless somebody wants to send me, what do I need? P106s. You send me 8 P106s and a frame to put on with my 1660 Supers, and maybe I'll do it. But otherwise, I'm not messing with that nonsense. Get out of town. I got 14 once, and that's the most I've ever done. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and please smash that like button. And the 40 series memory temps, they're kind of floating in like the 80s, the high 80s. But my 40 series is in an open air frame. And actually, so are my 3080s and my 3070 Ti's. Actually, all my GDDR6X cards are in an open rig, an open air frame, which is kind of funny. Rioting intensifies. Listen, like I said, send me a bunch of P106s and the frame to do it. I will build it. Maybe I'll build it. I don't know. I don't actually know if I want to commit to that. I actually don't think I'm doing that. No, don't send me any P106s. Don't do it. Don't send me a frame. I don't want to do it. I'll let you riot. That could be Panda's job. I don't want to do that. You guys want to see the BC here? I'll show you the BC 160s. I think people want to see that. Here, let me show you those. You guys want to see the BC 160s? Because I'll get those. I'll jump in there and we can see those. In Panda's basement. That's funny. Let me give you... Do you guys want 30 series overclocks? Do I have a... So you can use... For anybody who's looking for a 30 series overclock, you can use the... Where is it? Sorry. You can use the 4070 Ti overclocks. They would apply to the 3080, I think. Yeah, I like HBM cards too. Part of me wishes I had more of them, but they're so volatile, right, in terms of their profitability that, like, you don't know what you're going to get. And, like, did you want to spend the money on them during the bull market? That's where everybody lost their money on these things. Like, you buy what you buy in the bear market, and you kind of hope it works out. Like, mine have, I don't want to say they've paid for themselves, but they've done well. Hold on, let me... All right, let me move this back. Let's go back. Here they are. I don't have any stale shares. They've been on a lot. Like, I don't even know how to overclock these things properly. They're literally using Kapow overclocks. Like, every ETH overclock I tried crashed, blew them up. Yeah, buying them in the bear market was great. Like, I bought them at the end. I bought one. I wish I would have bought like 2 or 3 more rigs of these things. I really do. I really, like, I don't regret not buying any more BC250s because it just, I don't know. There's a lot of work, and I don't regret it. Having one is fine, but I really do wish I had bought at least one more rig of these. I didn't have the money at the time because I had burned a ton of money on 3070s, but, like, I got these for 70 a card. Hold on, I'll tell you how much I paid for this rig and this server case. I paid $825. So, I mean, I guess I paid $100 a card with the server case. No, I didn't pay. Did I pay $825? No, I paid less. I think it was like 7 something. Right? I think it was like 7 something. I don't know. Either way, I didn't pay that much for them, and I hope you didn't either. Yeah, like I said, it was a really good deal. So, I mean, I'll eventually sell them. Like, if these things hit like $300. Maybe $400, like $300-400 a card. I'll, like, if I could get, like, say like $2,100 for the whole rig at the height of the bull run, probably sell it. Probably just dump them. I mean, they've made me. They've made me basically my whole Kapow bag. I haven't moved them off Kapow, but you can see what they're doing anyway in iron. I think I'll leave them on it. I don't know. I think they'll stay on iron. Here, now I'll show you guys my 5000 series rig. And guys, if you want to talk more about iron and just not looking at my rigs, we can definitely do that as well. We don't have to look at these. And if you have any more questions about overclocking, please let me know as well. It's I don't know, I feel like a lot of people have kind of figured out where they needed to be on iron, judging by their Discord, and the fact that the hash rate is jumping up so high. We were at like, oh no, it's actually gone down. The Ironfish network has gone down? No, it hasn't gone down, has it? Hold on. No, it's gone up. Sorry. We're up to about 4.69 gigahash right now. Never selling my Radeon 7s. Yeah, I love Radeon 7s. Like I said, I got a pair of dead ones in my shed. And I hope I get at least one of these MI 150s working, because I've always wanted to own a Radeon 7, and I never have. All right, so those are my BC 250s right there. Let me get you the Navi 1 rig. These are 5 5700 XTs and 5 5600 XTs and 1 5700 XT right here. And we can see them right here. Oh, someone asked me for a 1660 super overclock. So I will move up to that. You can see it right up there. I mean, they're doing not too bad. We're getting what, like 34 mega hash and 27 mega hash. God, those 5600 XTs are so good. I'm guessing they're probably using about 100 watts at the wall, would be my guess. And the 5700 XT, I would probably guess it's about a 140. I mean, it's like a bad 3070 kind of. But you can still get 5700 XTs for like if you hunt, maybe like $130. I don't know. It's like the 5700 XTs are like the GPU that keeps on giving. And if Iron Hash gets really popular, if Fish Hash gets really popular, and I think it will because it's a great algorithm. Like I think Fish Hash is a fantastic algorithm. I think you might see the prices of these go up. It's like we're going to go into a weird repeat of 2020 again, which is when these things released, right? They came out. Hold on. Did these things come out in 2020? Let's go to Tech Power Up. Tech Power Up. 5700 XT. When did these things release? 5700 XT. July. Oh wow, they released 2019. I didn't realize that. That makes sense because you probably got them in the beginning of the like the beginning of 2019 for mining ETH, and you did really well. I don't know, guys. These things are like the gift that keeps on giving. They're doing really, really well on this algorithm. Like if you have them, turn them back on, and if you want more of them, I don't know. Crewman, Tech and Mining, your best coin you know, do good. What? Your best coin you know to do God's work in bull. Your worst coin you hope you crash and burn. Well, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I need ETH to go to the moon. I need an ETH ETF, and I need people to go nuts over ETH. So ETH is the coin that I really, 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 really need to go skyrocket. That's what I need. It will be life-changing for me if it goes skyrocket. As far as like a coin that we've mined over the bear market, I mean, I have a really big Caspa bag. So I would like Caspa to go to the moon. And it's not. It's not. I mean, it's doing good, but it's not. And the coin that I would like to crash and burn because I'm mad at it. That's a good question. What's a coin I'd like to crash and burn because I'm mad at it? What's a coin that I think is stupid that should crash and burn? Huh. I don't really hate any of them. I mean, you don't really want any coin to crash and burn because someone would get screwed. So I don't really want any to crash and burn. Cura. What the fuck? I thought... Ooh, crap. I gotta edit that so I don't get the stream messed up. What the... WTF, I thought Kapow would have been the highest wattage coin. Yeah, you should have seen the look on my face when I triple checked the numbers. I had the PMD with me. You should have seen the look on my face last night when I was doing this. It's not, if you're gonna have to set a power limit and not in the, don't set it in the overclocks because then every GPU will just ramp right up to that. You set the power limit in the extra parameters in Hive, and I'll go over that in another video. But it really, really helps keep the power down. And like, they're at like, I'm getting like 160 right now on this setting right here. This is Pyram hash. Let me pull that up so people can see it. I'm getting about 170 right now. Are you dual mining? Mersai, I'm not, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really tempted to dual mine and see what they can do. I wouldn't even begin to... I wouldn't be able to begin to do it. Let me rephrase it. I apologize. I barely know anything about the 5700 XTs. I know enough about them in Kapow and ETH hash, and that's it. So, Mersai, what are you dual mining with them, and what are they doing? Like, I don't even know what they can do in a core algorithm. And I don't know how much... It's Mursashi. Sorry, Mursashi. I apologize. What are they even doing in core algorithms? Like, what do you have them on? Do you have them on, like, Husat or something? And how much power do they claim to be using? I don't know. I don't trust 5700 and 5700 XT power usage. So like I would be afraid that I'd blow the power. I'd blow what they're on, and mine are on 1,000 watt power supply. Fish and Graham. How much power? Do you know how much power they're using from the wall, or can you not prove it? Wise Master. I love 56. So I bought. It's funny. I bought a bunch of 5700 XTs in the beginning of the bear market, and they were so unprofitable. And like this is before Kapow took off, and this is when you were trying to mine Dynex on them, and they were so unprofitable that like I was like, why did I buy these? I sold them for like 20 more bucks than I paid, and I bought more 3070s. So Kira, a bricked 5700 XT doesn't matter. You can force flash the BIOS. I bricked 10 RX 580s. Like one day they all just bricked. I think it was just a bad BIOS that just went bad. And I was like, so I invested in a, where is it? It's in the garage. I invested in a CMP flasher, and I brought them all back to life. So like, it's not like when a Radeon 7 bricks, like a Code 43s, and it just dies. No, this is like when they brick, you could just flash a new BIOS in. I literally revived all of them, and they took like 2 seconds to revive. Hey, LOL miner support. Maybe I should, now that you're here, maybe I should actually get one of these miners on, maybe I should get these dual mining. Now that, but how much power, so how much power are you guys getting though? Like, it's your Musashi, you're saying 120 watts dual, or you're saying 150 watts. Is that at the wall or is it at the software? Yeah, Zapirate. They're like 10 bucks and they make it so easy. Elias Master, is that at the wall? I got dual BIOS. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'm really like, I'm trying to think of the proper term. I'm really like cavalier when it comes to, BIOS flashing. Like, I really don't care. Like with my 1660 Supers, I literally BIOS flashed all 13 at the same time. Like, I don't bother changing them out. Like, I don't bother being careful with them. Knowing that you can just force flash BIOS back in, I could care less. Like, I get really, really cavalier with BIOSes now. I don't know if it's a good thing or not. And maybe one day I'll get burned, but not this day. I'm not getting burned this day. Dual 150 watts at the wall. Can you give me, I kind of want to see what they make. Can you give me your hash rate numbers, guys? And can somebody do like Pyram hash, a Pyram hash or a Carlson hash coin along with Ironfish? I'd really be interested to see what your numbers are. Hey, LOL miner, I'm gonna maybe in a few minutes, I'm gonna try to get that dual mining set up because I want to get these back on Zill. I wouldn't mind doing that. But your miner's stable, by the way. I just want to show you. It's been running, no issues. So, and it's been working great on AMD. Can you just catching up? Sorry, I'm just looking. I got a lot of screens I'm looking at the same time. And that 3070 Ti went through, by the way. Amazon didn't cancel it, so I'm pretty happy about that. So thanks again for Charles for helping me score a $600 3070 Ti. Do you guys have any overclocking questions while I wait for them to get me info on these 5700 XTs? Because I really think I might be doing a video where I'm just eating my words. And maybe I'll actually... Lithium's dead. You're not gonna mine I mean, you can mine lithium, but like, look at the net. What is the network hash rate? Let's see, mining pool stats. If they unveiled an ASIC, it's probably already on there, and I would expect the hash rate to probably be nuts. No, but it's going back up. I don't know, man. I think lithium mining is at its end. I think you're better off just selling iron or selling a coin and buying into to a lithium at this point. Looking at the hash rate. No, not the OC. I meant I didn't mean the OC numbers. I meant give me what it mines, like how much, what your hash rate is for iron, and then what your hash rate is for like Carlson hash coin. As far as OCing them, I don't even know what I would. I don't even know how I would OC those. Um, how would you even OC? How would you even OC a 5700 XT for dual mining? Would you just up? Would you have to play with the memory volt or the core voltage? I guess you would just play with the voltage numbers, or do you just down? I don't know. I don't know 50s. I don't know Navi 1 that well. You'd have to ask someone else. Maybe Overborn would probably be better at that than me. Like I know them like enough to get by. Like I could overclock them myself, but I would just have to take one and put it on a test bench and spend like an hour with it, and then I could probably get good dual mining overclocks, which I might do because someone sent me a 5700 XT that they think is broken, and maybe I can get it working, and I could just throw that on the test bench. You want overclocks for a 3080 triple mining. All right, let's play that game. 3080 triple mining overclocks. I would probably start with this. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna get you some 3080 overclocks to try with. I don't want to put it on mine right now. I'm gonna leave mine single mining for now. But I would probably start with this. Actually, would I start with this? No, I would start with. Huh. This, maybe? You're going to need to put the power mode at, like... I don't know. What would you put the power mode at? Like... Ooh, let me look at how much power my 3070 takes. Mining... my 3070 takes... 200 watts. Jesus, you'd be putting your power limit at like 400 watts? I hope you have at least 2 cables on your 3070 or your 3080. Oh my goodness. So you'd be doing like... So what would you be doing on a 3090? My 3090's taking 278 watts on this thing. Jesus, I don't know if I want to mine my 3090 anymore on this. Wow. I don't know, like this maybe? I would start with this and work your way... Oh my goodness, 400 watts. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up. Yeah, I mean, Mursashi, wouldn't you maybe want to raise your core a little bit to get more core? Yeah, here, let me pull up my 3090. You guys can I'll let you guys see this. So it's got a 3090, a 3080, a 3060, a 2080 Ti. I basically have one of each of these GPUs just for testing because I do a lot of game testing as well, and they're mining when they're not testing. I really actually hate this rig, and I don't use it. I don't switch often because it sucks. It literally is the worst thing ever. Let me get you this. You can see this here. That's my 90. Here, take a look at these. You can see what they're getting right here. I actually think the 2080 Ti would be incredible to dual mine on. I just have to... I'm going to get this rig set up to dual mine. I definitely have enough... How do I have enough power to power it? I'll need to do some math on that one. Can't do that right now. So you get invalid shares if you raise the core? Huh. I mean, I guess maybe just leaving it where it is and taking the hash rate you get is what you get. Could you lower the voltages anymore? Maybe on the 5700 XTs. That's weird. 3 MIL. Lithium is Palladium for sure, but you say dead. Yeah, 3 MIL, you're not wrong. I mean, it's still technically mineable. Like I said, Caspa. So I said Caspa was dead in March of 2023. The ASICs came in like June or July. They were announced in like, I don't know, May maybe. But I said Caspa mining was dead in March and I stopped. Do I regret it? Kind of. But right now, there's so many other better coins you could mine that you could just swap into a lithium if you want. Yeah, so I'm going to do some testing on the 2080 Ti. I almost want to pull it out and put it in its own bench and really smash it. Mine's a hydro though. Like I need to buy another 2080 Ti. I got this one for $200, so I'm not complaining because nobody wants to buy a hybrid. But this is a 2080 Ti hybrid. So like it's really annoying to move it. Maybe I'll just try to dual mine with all of these at the same time. God, that's a terrifying prospect. But there are 2 power supplies. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have enough power to dual mine with both of these. Ben Nora. Yeah, I mean, 3090s aren't really the best at mining anything right now. I only have one, and I probably wouldn't buy another one. This one is sentimental value to me too. It's a launch day one that I wouldn't sell anyway. Like this thing will never get sold. When it breaks or when it stops being useful, it will just it'll be mounted on my shelf. But like that thing has made me, I mean it's been binding since 2020 and it's been gaming and it's been doing all sorts of things. So like that thing has been the GOAT for me and I'll never get rid of that 3090. It's also the only GPU in my farm that I've ever re-padded. I've never ever done it with any other one, which is probably why the memory temps are so good right now. I don't know. I kind of want to I really want to play with the lithium dual mining, but like not a lithium, I'm sorry. I really want to play with the 2080 Ti dual mining right now, but I don't want to on that rig because I just, like that rig is staring at me and telling me, OC me, like, or triple mine with me. And I'm like, buddy, I don't really want to do that. The temptation is there, guys. And please, please, please smash that likes. Got 22 viewers and 10 likes. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know it's not the most ideal time to stream. We've been live for about 47 minutes. Probably go for another... I got to film this triple mining video, actually. So I'll probably go for like another 20 minutes. What other questions do you guys have, by the way? And I will look into dual mining. I will look into dual mining soon. Let me see what I'm just looking around. Oh, here, I'll show you guys the 1660 supers. Yeah, I'm glad I could help you guys. I definitely seem like I'm catering more to the EU right now, which is not a big deal at all. Did you crash? Uh-oh. Wait. No, that's the wrong miner. 1660 super. Let's get this up. Like a lot of streamers stream late in the late at night, and I don't really want to do that, honestly. Like I do other stuff at night. I mean, I might start streaming at night sometimes, but I also don't want to step on people's toes. Like I go out on Wednesdays and I go out on Mondays usually, like personal stuff, and I don't really like A, I don't want to step on miners' toes, and B, I don't know. I might start streaming on maybe on Saturday before Saturday Night Live. Like kind of be like a warm up for people who don't want to stay up late. I might start doing that. I don't always go out on Saturday nights. Let's here's the 1660 supers. Let me get you their overclock so you can take a look at them. Someone was asking me about that. Catching up. Sentimental about my first GPU ever. Went from my gaming rig to my sister's rig. Finally retired. Well, Kira, if you still have it, mount it, save it, don't get rid of it. And son of a rabid panda, I'm really glad I could help you guys and give you guys some entertainment. I know you guys are about 5 hours ahead. Do I have gram OCs for the 4070? I don't know diddly squat about gram. I've never looked into it. I've never bothered. I don't think I will. I've got I've got a lot of non-crypto mining content that I need to get to. I'm doing a bunch of 1440p GPU testing. I really actually enjoy doing that stuff too. Um, so I need to get to that. I'm actually gonna film this video today of triple mining, and then I'm gonna go right to doing that. Um, I can't talk. I'm gonna go right to doing that content. So yeah, so now start at 2 a.m. Hard time to watch live. Yeah, I know you guys have a hard time for that. Um, Listen, I'm very Zapirate. I'm very. I don't want to say I'm anti ASIC because I get it, right? These guys promote these ASICs because they want to get these ASICs, and like getting a free ASIC is sweet. Um, I definitely there's a place for ASICs, and I like ASICs, but I'm a home miner, right? The only ASIC that I can really get behind is a Jazz Miner X16Q, which I'm working on trying to get a sponsorship for. I think it's a great ASIC, and I think you all should buy it. And I own one, and I'm gonna try to get more. But you got to understand that that's like 600 watts, and it's an ETH hash ASIC, and I think it's amazing, and I can't say enough things about it. But you're not gonna see me here telling you to buy an lithium ASIC or to buy an S21 because like the best thing about GPUs is you can all do it, and hopefully you all have big ass lithium bags. I don't because I was dumb and didn't mine it. I mean, I have a little bit of a bag, but not really. Like, hopefully you guys have huge lithium bags. So when people buy these ASICs, they need to be profitable, or people aren't going to buy the next wave. So when these coin prices pump, and they will, you better be ready to sell it. So like ASICs, they have their place, and they're good for us GPU miners in a way. But like, you'll never see me shilling. I mean, never say never, right? But you'll never see me really, really promoting ASICs that aren't possible to use at home. Like, especially you Euro guys, man. CPU mining is the way to go for people in Europe, I think. Like, your power rate sucks. So Black Hat team, I definitely think I'm gonna start maybe doing a Saturday night stream, probably at like 8-ish, like 7 to 8, like maybe like 8, and go till like 9:30 to 10 o'clock, and like I'll try to end it right as the Saturday Night Live stream starts or close to it, and then everybody can just roll into there. I don't really do much around that time anyway. Can I see your overclocks for iron? So 3 mil. I actually kept my Navi, my 6000 series rig. It's like it's basically one of every 6000 series Navi GPU, minus the 6800. I need to get one. I kept it on core algorithms. It's just they suck at iron. Like the 6600 is good. The 6600 XT is good. The 6700 XT is okay, but like the rest of them suck. Like they're just bad 3070s. And also, yeah, ASICs are super risky. Like, okay, so let me rephrase. They are super risky, but some of them are becoming less risky. Like I have KS zeros. They were real risky when I bought. They felt real risky when I bought them, and I took a gamble, and it paid off handsomely. Like I've made bank on my 3KS zeros, and they could die right now, and they were worth every penny. And they're still mining. But you don't just mine, like now that with all these Casper forks, like you can mine Bunga and you can mine Seadra. One of mine is actually mining Bunga. That breathes new life into them, and it kind of allows you to like keep them profitable. Because like once one network gets congested, you can move it to another one. So they're kind of like a limited GPU, but I really think you have to get into the first wave, and you've got to buy them at the right price because ASIC prices change so much that you just get wrecked. When people think GPU prices are bad, ASIC prices are worse. And with an ASIC, you basically have to be like, I'm going to buy it right now. But if like you can't wait, because like I waited on a Jazz miner and it cost like 300 more bucks, and I was like, ugh, it was still worth buying, but like you don't get to like resellers, and I get it, it's the market, right? But like you don't have a choice. You got to buy right then, or it's going to go up in price. I have some lithium that I mined last year. Well, hey, just enjoy it. Like I'm sitting here for the pump. And Black Hat team, it's why it is. GPUs are not stuck on one algo. I mean, sure, you're the first thing off a network, but like I don't buy it when people say FPGAs kick a GPU off a network, because we all know they don't. FPGAs are out there and they're all over the place. They're not going to kick you off a network. I mean, they're going to kill your profitability, but they're not going to kick you off a network. Like the lithium ASIC is announced, but I mean, we would see it. Like if it was on the network, we would see it. You can't hide it. And if you like, you look at the lithium hash rate right now. I mean, it's going up, right? Like, but I don't think an A6 on the hash. I don't think an A6 there right now. This will go. So we're at what 500. So at its height, it was at 500 terahash. This will jump to like 3 petahash. And once it hits like 2 or 3 petahash, you know ASICs are on there. And you know that's when you pull off. Because then you're done. Wow, you got 7 cents power. That's incredible. When the Russians strike, it'll get more expensive. I'm not getting into that one. That 1 year that sold all his 3070s and got ASICs. I mean, look, there's always going to be an example of someone who like gets wrecked on GPU mining. I mean, how many people bought BC250s or BC160s? Look at this right here. Ready? You Google BC160s, right? And you go to news about them. You go to news about the BC160, right? Look at this. This is in December 2021. All right, when these released. They're available in China. Where's the price on these things? 2,000 USD. 2,000. Do you see that? You imagine paying $2,000 for a BC160 in when was this dated? In December of 2021. The merge happened what? 6 months later, right? Merge happened six months later. No, hold on. September 2022, right? So 8 months later. The merge literally happened 8 months later. So like, look at this thing. $2,000 USD. I paid $80 for mine. So you want to talk about getting wrecked? I mean, these things are still good, but you imagine that? Or here, this is even better. Look at this one. You want to talk about really getting wrecked? I know a guy who had a farm of these and offered them to me for dirt cheap, the BC250s, back when I was dumb and didn't realize they could mine core algorithms. Look at this. Hold on. Is this, what date is this? Oh, this is last year. Nope, that people know about that. Hold on, let me see. 2022. Where's the BC250? BC250. Hold on, maybe it was 2022. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. BC250s came out March 2022, right? 2022 these things came out. What is that? 3 months? 4 months from the merge? You had the summer. I know people who bought, I know a guy who runs a hosting service. People bought pallets of these. I passed on them for $500 shipped. I ended up paying like $7 a few months later when I realized I could CPU mine. So I didn't get wrecked that bad. But like $15,000. Do you guys see that? For these 12 of them. $15,000. And you could have gotten these as cheap as $400. And even when Son of the Tech was promoting these things and I did my review, they were still like $700. Look at that. Are you guys looking at that? Like, you can still get wrecked on GPUs. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. The 1660 Super Rig, the one that we're looking at right here, I sold it for $450, a 1660 Super at the height of the ETH merge. I think I sold the whole rig for, what did I sell it all for? Let me do some quick math. And I was honest with him, and I was upfront with the guy. But it was just what the prices were. I sold the whole rig, I think, for $5,800. I got it back this year for free, basically. I mean, I got it back with 10 2060s for $1,200. So, like, it's just about when you buy. And, I mean, ASICs are no different, although I think a lot of people are going to get wrecked on Bitcoin ASICs. But I'm not a Bitcoin ASIC expert. Catching up on chat. Let's see. BC is like it's just a 5700 with HBM memory, really. Listen, I bought one 3070 or 3080 scalped. I paid $1,200 for it, and I could have resold it for like 18. I ended up mining with it for 2 years, and then I sold it for like 650. I did all right on it. I wasn't upset about it. I'm sure it made its money back. 170 HXs are great. I need one. I'm trying to find one for a decent price. I'd like to get one to test on it. Zapirate, look, I paid $700 for my 3070s. They're not worth for a lot of them, not all of them, maybe like 30 of them. They're not worth $700, but they made their money back. And I'll pay if a 5090 is $2,000. I'm gonna buy it on launch, or hopefully an AIB will send me one, and I'll be happy and I'll thank you for it, and I won't ever get upset about it. 170 HX are pretty cool. Yeah, I need to get one. Looks like I'm turning my 1660s back on. I mean, I would look at what they're doing. Mine was solo mining, but I'm going to leave it on iron for now. They're mining iron and Zil. And these are the Hynix ones, which are the best ones you can get. Well, one of them isn't. GPU 11 is a stupid Samsung one. Let's see. Look, Rabbit, it's okay. Here's the thing. If you bought your GPUs in November of 2021, you might have gotten halfway to ROI. I hope you held your ETH. And if you're mining in the bear run, you'll be okay. I mean, I should have sold my GPUs in the bull run at the end. I didn't. So I still have a lot of them, like a lot of the older ones, but I did sell like all my 3080s. I didn't get as much as I wanted for them, but if you're turning one 3080 into like 2.5 or two 3070s, I feel like you did okay, because in the bull run, one 3080 would have been two 3070s anyway. Yeah, I have a 90HX, Ben Noah, and it is actually being rude to me, but you don't really have much overclocking too. Do I have deals? Do you get deals from you do get deals from Amazon Warehouse? Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Like I said, I literally just bought, thanks to Charles, who's a regular in my Discord, which if you guys want to join it, we're not the biggest Discord, but we're pretty vibrant and active. And there's a lot of people who talk and a lot of good advice. But let me get you guys a link for it. Deals get posted in there all the time. And he's the one who told me. I wouldn't have even bothered to check. And I'm happy I did, because I really wanted a 4070 Ti this month. So I'm really happy I bought a $600 one during the stream. So my birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. Woo! What else do we want to talk about, guys? You kind of got me on that long ASIC rant. Oh, you... Mersai, if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. You are the GOAT. 5700 XTs for 360, brand new. Oh my goodness. If I could start over, if I could go back in time, I'd start mining in 2019. I'd tell my dad, I'd be like, let's go get a warehouse. I'd say, trust me. I would go to every Micro Center, Best Buy, everywhere in the Northeast, and I'd buy Amazon, and I'd buy every single 5600 XT I could. I'd put them in I'd build open airframes. I'd set them up, and I would mine ETH. I would have been able to probably retire had I done that, and sold at the height of the bull run. Thanks, man, for the birthday wish. I'm turning 37. I am old. But you are the GOAT for buying your 5700 XTs for 360. I bought one during the ETH when everything was crazy for Micro Center. It was like $400. I sold it for like 600 or 700. I don't remember. I sold it for a stupid amount, but it was not cheap. And I'm like, oh, this is probably worth it. You're under 50% ROI. Well, you should triple mine if you can afford it. If you can't, don't worry about it. Look, 3MIL, right? I already did a video on this, and I'll do more on it. I don't think the 5000 series is going to be worth mining with. I think it's going to come out at the height of the GPU shortage, because we're going to have AI, crypto, and gamers wanting it. And I think I'd rather have a $600 4070 Ti than a $2,500 5090. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I'm telling you, if you buy 40 series right now at under MSRP, I don't think you're going to regret it when the 50 series comes out. Because Moore's Law is dead talked about it, right? You guys need to watch this channel. There's two really good leakers you need to watch, right? The first one is Moore's Law is Dead. Also sub to my channel. Moore's Law is Dead. You need to sub to this guy. He has great leaks. He was talking about the fact that Nvidia might purposely gimp the 5090's memory because they want to keep the price down and they want to sell like an HBM's or like a memory intensive one with like 48 gigs of GDDR7 for like $1 billion to AI users. So you have to be really careful because you're going to be fighting with every AI user on the 5090, and it really, like, we really need Nvidia to not go crazy on the price with this thing, which means if they do, they're going to cut back on the memory. So I think that will hamper it for mining as well. And then I don't think you're going to see the rest of these release until 2025, like the middle of 2025. So I don't know. I'm not going to wait for the 5000 series. I think the 4000 series is the way it's at, man. Like, core algorithms are huge. And even if fish hash is big, these 40 series are still crushing it on fish hash. Let's see. My friend got into Bitcoin in 2020. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if I knew about 2012, I'd be amazing. But yeah, I'll link the. I did a video on a $2,500 5090. Check that video out. I know you're talking about Ironfish here, but 1660 supers are really good on Graham right now. Look, I don't really know anything about Graham, right? Let me look at something real quick. Let's look. Graham. So I don't know too much about it, but you can't get Graham out anywhere. Like, it's not on a real exchange right now, and I don't know anything about it. So like, it's profitable, yeah, but it's not even on our S tier exchanges. When I say S, I mean like the thing that comes out of your butt tier exchanges like Trade Ogre and Xgigi. So I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with Graham, and if I miss it, I miss it. You can't hit on everything. But yeah, I think the 30. I think it's gonna be like 30 series, and I think you're gonna be happy. Well, so I guess you guys, this is a primarily Euro stream. Max is really good for you guys, but here in America we can't use it, and it doesn't say it's on here for that. It doesn't say it's on Mex. It's on these. Live Coin Watch has what exchanges it's on. So anyway, yeah, I think 50 series is gonna really suck to get your hands on. And I think the 30 series is going to be like the 10 series last bull run, where you'll be able to get them, but they'll be like, I don't know, nobody's really going to want to pay $500, $600 for a 3070. And I think you're going to see $500 3070s. And then you're going to see the 40 series be like the 20 series and be silly. Pyram just spiked. That's not good. I don't have any more of it. What is it? Wow. I need Nautilus to spike. If I get like a 30% Nautilus price spike, I'm dumping. It's not. Stupid. What's Husat doing? Sorry, you guys are getting me off on it. That's not good. What is the hash rate of Pyram? I think Pyram's hash rate is still really terrible. Pyram. What is the hash rate of Pyram? Yeah, Pyram's hash rate sucks. You crazy if you're mining it. I don't know. You couldn't pay me to mine Pyram. Graham, you swap in the Ton wallet for Ton? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. I don't know anything about Ton either. I stupidly did not mine Ton when triple mining first came out. I was a stupid simp and I just stayed on ETH. No, Steve Crab, you're not pushing anything. You can talk about whatever you want. I'm not gonna like this. We kind of were just talking about iron because it's what everybody's looking at right now. But like, I'm open to talk about anything. Like, if I tell you I don't want to mine a coin, you guys can still talk about it. It doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong. If anything, you're probably right and I'm probably wrong. I mean, I'm no smarter than any of you. I'm just the guy that's dumb enough to put his face on this channel and and try to make some money off of it. And share my thoughts with you guys. Really, that's really all that is. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess with mining Graham. The thing that's fighting me right now is to triple mine on other 30 series cards, but I'm afraid at using 18 billion watts of power. Because if you thought Kapow was hot, man, this ain't nothing. We're gonna look back one day and be like, Kapow, that was a nice algorithm. Jeez. Like these, I don't know. I hope you guys are able to triple mine in the summer. I don't know how people are gonna be able to handle this in the summer. I really don't. I'm kind of running out of steam here. I'll go for another 10, 15 minutes. Content creators might be the last job after. Yeah, right. I mean, you could probably make your own AI content creator, but like, I don't know if you're going to be able to replicate their personality. Like you guys don't want to do all the dumb stuff that I'm doing. By the way, you guys better be mining Zill with iron. If you're not, I'm going to be mad about it. Not going to be thrilled if you're not mining iron. So yeah, for the last few minutes, what do you guys want to talk about? We can swap to basically any topic. It doesn't have to be iron anymore. I mean, I just have my iron overclocks here so people can see them. There are some content creators that are like robots. I'm just kidding. I love all content creators. None of them are like robots. I love them all. I'm dual mining iron and gram. That's cool. It seems like a lot of people are doing iron and gram. What? I'm just going to look at hashrate.no. I hate this site. Even though I use it all the time, I still hate it. 3070s. They finally got Pirate. They finally got all of the triple mining combos out there. They don't have Ergo on there, thankfully. But I don't think Ergo is going to be profit. Like, I think there's iron's more profitable right now. Where is my 3070? Here we go. See, like Iron Fist Pyrum, they're saying is the most profitable at 83 cents. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather do Iron in Husat because it's less hash rate and you're just kind of waiting for a price, like a spike. Unless you're selling daily, which, I mean, I might need to start doing it. But like the fact that we're almost at $1 on a 3070 is wild. I think you're going to see the prices of these things go up if iron holds. Let's see. Get a smoke machine. I like Red Panda. Don't diss Red Panda. He's a great creator. He's a great creator. Get a smoke machine. What? Get a smoke machine so you can see how my shed goes. I already know how the airflow in my shed is. What the airflow in my shed is like. Why do I want one of those? I don't know. That's interesting. So gram is $1 or 73 cents. I don't know. I think I'd rather just mine a Caspa Fork crap coin because it's like the same as gram in terms of profitability, and I know what it's like. Although I'm telling you, this power is wrong. Like mine is using 160 watts on iron and Pyrum using these settings right here. Make sure you set a power limit too, by the way. Dual mining for the loss when you're amp capped already. Yeah, look. I call it triple mining. Some of you call it dual mining. Triple mining is not going to be for everyone for this. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it on all of my rigs. I'm probably going to do it on a few of them and, like, very closely watch the power consumption on my meters. Like, and when the weather gets nice, I'm not going to be able to triple mine with these things. Maybe like a rig or two, but I'm not going to be able to triple mine with my whole farm. It just uses way too much power. I mean, it's cool that you essentially get like an extra 3070, and I think it's the best way to maximize your GPUs, and I'm not going to work on changing the clocks any different. So Plax, I tried that to save power. You lose hash rate. Yeah, you lose hash rate. I spent hours on this. Like, I was just watching videos and messing around and doing other stuff too. I spent hours on these overclocks. If you can beat them, please share them. Because I don't think anybody can beat them. And they crush hashrate.no. Like, I'm telling you, I will take these overclocks against anybody, and I think they're better. If you can find one better, then I would love to see it, and I would love to learn from that person. But like, I don't think anybody will beat these overclocks. Like, look at hash rate .nos for Pyram. Like, these suck. They're just wrong. I mean, they're getting 100 watts, 200 watts. They're gonna set a power limit for 240 watts, and they're getting 3.62 gigahash when I'm getting, where's my single 3070? I got all these hive shells going. Where's my single 3070? Did it kick me off? Hope it didn't. Yeah, it did. Let me get my single 3070 back. But like, these settings right here, they suck. That's 200 watts. 200 watts is crazy. Like, sure, you're getting basically the whole thing, but I think I get like 3.2 gigahash, and I get 38 on iron, so I get the same thing, and I'm at 160 watts. So like I said, fight me. My overclocks are the best. Fight me. Anybody, fight me on these. I spent way more time than I should on it, even though now I think I'm actually gonna do it. And I even checked the PMD with mine. I got my single 3070 that I have left on the PMD, which I was thinking about selling it. I kind of actually don't even want to sell it now because it's really nice to have around for when new stuff comes out, and I really need to like push the limits of things. Let me see if it let me. Did it get me into a hive shell? Yes, it did. So here, look at my settings right here. Right here. Look at this. 3.2 gigahash and 38.29 megahash. And the power is, what is the power? What are they saying the power is anyway? What are they saying the power is? Where is it? I'm blind. Why can't I see the power? Oh, 174 watts. It's really 160. I don't know why NVIDIA is I don't know why the results are less on the PMD, but like it's literally only on the PMD. Yeah, Battle Royale, that's fine. Find me overclocks that are better than this. I'm waiting. Like, you want to use 25 more watts to make like 3 cents more? Go ahead. So it's not, yeah, it's 175 watts, but at my PMD, which I'll show you in my video, I'm going to film the video right after this. It shows it's 160. I don't know why it's over reporting like that. When you do when you do Carlson hash, it's only 155 and it shows it at like 162. So I don't know why they're over reporting. I mean, the PMD doesn't lie. So I don't get it. But anyway, I'm telling you, I will go to town with anybody over my overclocks for the 40 series, the 3070, 3060 Ti, and triple mining. I don't hold on, do multiple cards. I haven't really tested more than one, if we're being honest. I just have this one that's not in a case. I have one that went inactive on a not an octominer, but a 12 card mining rig that's underneath another 12 card mining rig. So I don't really think I want to get it out of there. I think I just don't want to deal with it. Yeah. I don't want it to be my problem. I'm just going to leave it there. Like, I had a card that didn't work. Like, it just stopped reading, and I was there for like, man, I don't know. I was there for like a month before I got it out. I don't care enough. It's a lot of work, and it's pouring rain out, so I'm not going in the shed and doing any work in it today. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I showed my 3080 here. I'll go back to it. It's somewhere over here. Here's my 3080 right here if you want to see it. Here's what I would start with if you wanted to try to triple mine with a 3080. I don't have the courage to do it right now. Maybe I'll take it off and put it on a test bench later on. It's It has 3. By the way, if it has like, I would not daisy chain any of the cables on a 3080 if you're gonna try to crank 400 watts out of it. Example: I had two 6800 XTs back in Heat days, within 5 watts of the wall. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, especially with AMD cards. But I'm gonna go off of what it says in the software to be safe, which is why I just have everything set to 175. But I think most of the AMD 30s, or I'm sorry, most of the 3070s probably under report. I will test it though. Yeah, I'm sure the reporting is different, and I'm sure it'll all even out eventually. Like, I have a full rig here. Do I have? Let me show you. I've got a full rig mining. I have one full rig on triple mining. Let me get it for you. I think I showed it to you guys already, but I will get it back up. It's been stable for... I only really started it 4 hours ago, and it's been stable. No crashes, no issues. At the wall, or at the software, it's giving me anywhere from 150 to 161. Here, let me... I think I can put it up here. Let me put this up here. Here. I should probably make this bigger. Here you go. You can take a look at it. Let me get rid of this flight sheet. Give me a second. I'm gonna be done, by the way, in like probably after this one. We're gonna call it after this one. I'm getting tired. But you can see this is what it's doing on Carlson hash. And it's got a range of 3070s. And I didn't set the power limit on the mine on the right in here, because if you set it in here, it'll sorry, I didn't set the power limit on Hive, because if you do, it'll just crank it all up to 175. I put it in the miner. Yeah, LOL, your rigs are great. I'm gonna LOL support. I'm definitely gonna work on getting a rig up on so I can dual mine. I got a lot of stuff I gotta take care of. So my goal is to get it up and running tonight. So I'll probably message you if I have any questions. And then I'm gonna do a video comparing your miner and Rigel, because I definitely want to see which one is the one everyone should be using for now. Let's see. All right, final questions. Anything? I'm gonna 5 more minutes, or if nobody has any questions, I'm gonna call it now. So I've been streaming for about 1 hour and 25 minutes. I'm kind of beat, and I got stuff I got to do. And I lose my childcare in about 2 hours, so I have to get stuff done. So anybody, all right, you're off. Thanks, 3ML. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, look, I think there's no bad miner right now. I don't really like BZ miner. No offense. BZ miner dev is really nice, but it's super complicated and unneeded to set up like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. It was a great stream. Smash that like button before you go, please. I would really appreciate it. And share the stream with your friends. It was a great one. Thank you guys again for watching. Please like and subscribe. As long as I'm not dead, I'll probably do a stream tomorrow. I think I'll probably keep them to maybe, if I don't have a lot to talk about, maybe like 30 minutes. If I do have a lot to talk about, maybe as long as this. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.